first and foremost, after you've pounded the clay into a ball as you're working, size-wise, pick something that's comfortable for your hands. For example, you will probably want a smaller piece of clay to work with than you will want to have just hands-wise. You don't want your hands like overlapping everything. It's a lot easier if it just fits your hands to start with, okay? And then you're gonna kind of slam it into what looks like the middle. The biggest thing is making sure your hands are always slimy. You always want to make sure that your hands just kind of slide on the clay. And when I get this stuck down, I'm going to push on the clay, squeeze the clay, push the clay down at all times. Trying to compress it, a little bit of physics going on here where you're trying to get the clay into the middle. If at any time it has a wobble, you want to center it before you go any further with it. So I'm first going to just work to get it stuck down, and then I'm going to squeeze. Now when I do this, I am going to drive, hang on, I want to let go, but I don't want it to go flying. My elbows are driving into my leg to support. And whenever my hands are gripping the clay, then I am slowly easing the pressure off. I never want to have the wheel stopped, put my hands on it, and then start the wheel. I always want the wheel spinning first. Find a good speed that works for you. And I'm just going to squeeze it up and then push it back down. My hands are always connected. And a little tip, don't have strings like I've got going on right now. And also this clay that's riding, you never want your hands riding on that or you'll never get your clay centered. So I usually kind of scrape that off if I can to keep that straight up and down. Any chunks of clay, I'll put into my bucket and take care of them later. Now, how do I know my clay is centered and ready to open up for a pot? If I just set my hands when they're slimy, if I just rest them, see how my hands are kind of wobbling back and forth, my fingers are, that means it's not centered yet. Okay. Now if I put them on it, they ride pretty evenly. So now I'm ready to open up my pot and to create a hole in the middle. Once again, always have the hands on the side, stick my thumb straight down, and then pull it open. It's very important that you have the same shape on the inside that you have on the outside. Now, as I'm pulling that open, it got a little off center, which is very common. That will happen. You just give it a gentle hug and get it back centered again before you go any further. Otherwise, what's going to happen as you're pulling it up, if your pot, when you're pulling up your walls, you're going to have one side fat and one side skinny. So it's always really important to be centered. And as far as shape goes, always just pull a straight cylinder, and you can always shape it after you get the walls the thickness you want them to be. Just wait, I'll be there in a minute. Okay, so the next step now is to pull up the walls. Usually you can get this done in 2 to 3 pulls. I always lock my hands like so. I use my middle finger on the inside and I use my knuckle on the outside. You find what works for you. You never want to do this thing where you're just pulling up like so. You always want to work on the side. Are any of you left-handed? You are left-handed? Okay, right-handed, you will have your wheel going counterclockwise. Left-handed, you want your wheel going clockwise. There is a knob on the very bottom here that you can flip to make it change directions. So just know to do that. So left-handed, you'll be working on the left side. Right-handed, you'll be working on the right side for pulling up. Okay? So we go here, and I'm just gonna get up underneath that clay and make my pot grow. As I get towards the top, I let off pressure and kind of curve inward. And then I'll always kind of do this crisscross thing to keep the top even. I don't want my top to get skinnier than the rest of it. Notice also my throwing rings that I have here. So you almost have to imagine that it goes all the way around before you go up to the next level. You never want to do this sort of thing where it's just going up, because you can see where I did that. Okay, you want to get it to go all the way around.
Guys, I made a cereal bowl. Show
All right, I'm getting close. Now, if you want, sometimes what I'll do so that I know as it gets bigger, my hands aren't going to grip the clay, I'll take my sponge and just take a little bit of water over it. I don't want it to be pooling on the inside, but it just kind of helps that I don't have to keep stopping midway of a pull. And I'm going to do one last pull. And you just lift the clay up, and you can see it's going off center a little bit. So I'm just going to give it a gentle hug.
Liam.
All right, there we go. So now I can go in and if my top's a little uneven, I can trim the top off with the needle tool here. And I'm just going to slowly ease in. Notice I'm guiding it with my thumb, going to my low point. Don't throw things, please. Hold.
He threw it at me.
And I saw you throw it back at him, so please don't.
That sucks.
Okay. All right, now if I wanted to shape this, let's say I wanted to make a belly on it, you could go, when I'm done, make sure your fingers are wet and just push out that middle area. I use the rib tool to kind of help shape it. And you can see how it kind of got that, a little bit of a belly going to it. And then maybe I wanted to bring this in, just give it a gentle hug. You could narrow it out. And then maybe you want the very top to kind of flare. So it will be, you didn't get it to me. And then I usually clean as I go so I don't get all the splashy stuff later to clean this up, because notice how clean the wheels are. This is how clean I expect them when you're done. This is how clean they work. Okay. So always allow yourself about 15 minutes, especially to start with, for cleanup. The last step before I were to let this start drying out is I'll trim the bottom with a wood tool, and I'll just come on the side and kind of cut into this. This is extra clay I don't have to trim later. And then I'll come with this tool and have it kind of at a 45-degree angle past me. Just go right back into where I pulled it out of, and then collect it.
Hey, that's good.
Like so. Alright. And those chunks. I'm just collecting those chunks to put them away there later. And I think we're done. So the last step is then to take a wire tool.
No.
Do you guys have a wire tool that I can borrow?
Here you go.
I'll trade you a wire tool for a needle tool.
I don't think I
All right, just take this, hold it flat, and loosen it. There you go. And you can either take it and set it someplace, or you can just leave it on your bat till tomorrow and trim it to be leather hard. Now tomorrow is Sunday or Saturday.